Heirik, thanks also to nice QSO again, and I wish you also best 73s and have a nice evening and of course have a nice coming weekend. Oscar Radio 6 Bravo, Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo, 73s, bye-bye, hey Rick. Bye-bye, hey. Keyword set, this is Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo. Okay, Victor Oscar 1 November Charlie. Hello Barry, nice to meet you after the long time. We have a one QSO before, it's over the over the 3 years ago, three and a half years ago. Okay, Barry, name here is Tuomo Tango, Uniform Oscar, Mexico Oscar. Location is the central part of Finland. Okay, Barry, I check your signal report in the next hour. How do you copy, Barry? Victor Ocean 1 November Charlie, Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo, over.
Yeah, okay, very fine. Yeah, okay, a year and a half ago. That's quite a while back. Yeah, nice to see you when you were down, you were on a 5 and 3. Right now you're 5 and 8. You're 58 into Mitchell and L.
Okay, QSL, okay, thanks, 5 and 8, okay, and you copy also my signal with the 25 watts, okay, 5 and 3, okay? You are 5 and 6, and a little bit QSP, nice 5 and 6 here in the mic. I'm using very simple wire loop antenna as before. It's a vertical wire loop antenna, and the ICOM 7610 is under the remote control. I'm a remote operating now. I am not in my holiday house. I am at the home here. About 40 miles south of my radio. I'm using remotely my ICOM 7610 and solid state amplifier, RF kit amplifier is online and running now 1.5 kilowatts battery, over.
Okay, 1.5 yeah. I'm sure I must say you sounded really good on your remote station. Okay, well, there is someone else in there I heard just before I called. Lovely and enjoy the connection.
Okay, Barry, thanks also to my nice QSO. It's really nice to meet you after a couple of years, and hopefully many times in the future, and maybe very soon, and maybe also to other bands. Okay, Barry, I wish you best 73s and have a nice afternoon there. We have a late evening here. It's 10:35 after evening here. Best 73s, Barry. Victor Ocean 1 November Charlie, Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo. 73s, take care. Bye-bye, Barry. Keyword set, this is Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo. Hello, Security X, looking for the X, Security Denmark X-Ray. This is Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo. Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo, call in the X and bye. Hello, Security X, looking for the X, Security Denmark X-Ray. This is Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo. Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo, call in the X and bye. Keyword set, this is Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo. Hello, Security X, looking for the X, Security Denmark X-Ray. This is Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo. Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo, call in the X and bye. Hello, Security X, looking for the X, Security Denmark X-Ray. This is Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo. Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-Ray Kilo, call in the X and bye. Okay, Delta, wait a minute, Delta Florida 1 Radio Alpha. Hello, August. Hello, August. Nice to meet you after the couple of months, after the half year. So, okay, August. Sorry, my amplifier is switched off and now is back to online. Okay, Delta Fox 1 Radio Alpha. Okay, nice to meet you, August. After the couple of months, this is Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-ray Kilo, Tuomo from Finland. Okay, August, I check your report in the next over. How do you copy, August? Delta Florida 1 Radio Alpha, Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-ray Kilo, over. Okay, August, okay, the Delta okay, and the Delta Lima Sierra Santiago Oscar, okay, and Delta Florida 1 Radio Alpha, you are 5 and 9, 59 August, both calls and it's the same report, okay, you are 59, 5 and 9 August here in central Finland, over. August, thanks so much to you. So I wish you best 73s and have a nice evening. Delta Fox 1 Radio Alpha, Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-ray Kilo, 73s, bye-bye, over. Oh, 73s, QSL is okay, bye-bye. Mexico 7 Radio Papa Oscar is correct. Mike 7 Radio Papa Oscar, this is Oscar Hotel 8 Kilo X-ray Kilo. Okay, thanks, 5 and 9 report, okay. You are 55, 5 and 5 and a little bit QSP. Okay, and my name is Tuomo, Tango Uniform Oscar 94. Over.
Oscar, portable. Your signal 55 in Saudi Arabia, sir. Roger. You're 5 and 5 also. Thank you so much for answering my call. This 73 and this is from Saudi Arabia. Ma salama. Ciao. Ciao. Hotel Zulu 9495 National D. Clear.
Echo Alpha 1 Foxtrot.
Italy 9, Italy Alpha Radio United. Foxtrot 4, India Whiskey Alpha, is that correct? Standing by. Secure. This is Zulu 34 Sierra Golf Romeo. Zulu 34 Sugar Golf Radio. Calling and standing by. Secure. This is Zulu 34 Sugar Golf Radio. Zulu 34 Sugar Golf Radio. Calling and standing by.
Hi, 9% body. Back to you, please. My name is Robert.
Okay, sure.
Good evening, and thanks for the call. You are quite nice. By the way, you're very nice BMW, over.
Italy Uniform 0, Papa X-ray Oscar Portable. Italia Uniform 0, Papa X-ray Oscar Portable. Mike Tango Alpha.
America, South Mexico, confirme letter landing.
Italy Uniform 0, Papa X-ray Oscar Portable.
Stand by. Please report. Please report. Papa America, 5 Mexico.
Papa America, 5 Mexico.
Italy Uniform 0, Papa X-ray Oscar Portable. Italia Uniform 0, Papa X-ray Oscar Portable.
No. Mission, it's correct.
Contact to the frequency interviewed to advise you. This is South America, 5 Mexico, your 5959. Please report over.
Papa America, 5 Mexico. Is the Hollander, it's correct, the Hollander.
Alpha 2 Echo 5. Again.
Is a rotor loop.
Lima, India. Lima, India. India, Echo Lima, India. India, Echo Lima, India. Denmark X-ray, try again. Okay, the station ending Denmark X-ray. Nothing heard. Diner, Ford, India, last call.
Good evening, thank you. You are also 59 plus. Thank you, bye.
73, good luck, Masalama, Hotel 095, November Delta, Carnet. India, Tango 9, Bravo Lima Oscar. Echo Alpha 1, Oscar Rosco, left right. Okay, correct. India, Tango 9, Bravo Lima Oscar, Hotel.
Roger, Italy Tango 9, Bravo Lima Oscar, 59 Saudi Arabia, my friend, Kessel.
Okay, 59 plus, Island City, 73. Bye-bye, Masalama.
Assalama, good luck. This is Hotel Zulu 95, November Delta, Carnet.
Echo Alpha 1 Germany, Echo Alpha 1 Germany.
Echo Alpha 1, Foxtrot, go left right.
Germany 1 Germany again.
Echo Alpha 1 Germany, Echo Alpha 1 Germany.
Echo Alpha 1 Golf, 59 Saudi Arabia, Kessel.
59, question, thank you.
73, good luck from Saudi Arabia, Masalama. This is Hotel Zulu 95, November Delta, Carnet.
Yankee Ontario, 4 Whiskey Ontario.
Echo Alpha 1, Foxtrot, go left right.
Echo, thank you so much. 59 Saudi Arabia, Kessel. 73, Masalama, good luck. Hotel Zulu 95, November Delta, Carnet.
Whiskey Ontario.
Sierra Papa 1, go ahead. Sierra Papa 1, go ahead.
Sierra Papa 7, Sierra Lima Oscar.
Sierra Papa 7, Sierra Lima Oscar. Thank you so much. 59 Saudi Arabia, Kessel.
QSL 59 to you, 73, good luck.
73, good luck. Hotel Zulu 95, November Delta, Carnet.
Yankee Ontario, 4 Whiskey Ontario.
Oscar Lima, go ahead.
Whiskey Oscar. Yankee Ontario, 4 Whiskey Ontario.
Yankee Oscar 4, Whiskey Ontario, 59 Saudi Arabia, Kessel.
Yankee Ontario, 4 Whiskey Ontario, 59 plus, bye-bye.
Roger, thank you so much. This 73 from Saudi Arabia, Masalam.
Masalam, Alva.
Juliet, India, go ahead. Roger, India, Zulu 1, Juliet, India, 59 Saudi Arabia. My name is Muhammad, Kessel. Very good from Sagrala. Good luck, my bomb. This is Hotel Zulu 95, November Delta, Cargo. Alpha Fox Lima, go ahead.
Roger, Roger, Sierra Bravo 9 Alpha Foxtrot Lima, 59 Saudi Arabia, QSL. Good luck from Saudi Arabia. Ma salama, Hotel Zulu.
Extend with 50 watts on a hex beam antenna. QSL.
Okay, Mike, very good. Copy. You 5 and 9. 5 and 9 is your signal reported this evening. KDH here, it's near Faro, Foxtel for radiation in south of Portugal, Mike. Running FTDX 9000D kilowatt power TH11DX NM1 Mike. This is operating condition anyway. But you 5 and 9 in a clear, sometime Queen Sugar Baker, but no problem. YO8 X-ray Mike Delta, Charlie Tango 1 Echo Hotel India.
QSL, well, what can I say? You got a beautiful radio down in the west there. Yeah. What antenna are you using? Back to you, Marcus. CT1 Echo Hotel India YO8 X-ray Mike Delta.
Yeah, okay, it's I gain, it's a Tango Hotel 11DX TH11DX I gain. It's 30 years old behind then. It's 3 elements active in 20, 3 and 17, 14, 15, 14, 12, and 5 and 10. Particularly 2 drive elements and 10. I gain Tango Hotel 11DX Sierra, Yankee Oscar 8X Mike Delta, CT1 Echo Hotel India.
CT1 Echo Hotel India YO8 X-ray Mike Delta QSL. I was just looking now at the antenna on the internet, and it's well, what can I say? It's beautiful, you know. I wish I had the space or the budget, you know, to install something like that. It's a truly wonderful setup that you have there. Yeah, in here with the hex beam, I'm still doing some work, even with 50 watts, because I'm restricted by the license. I just worked a Canadian station in sideband, so I'd say the propagation is doing a bit of the lifting, and the antenna the other half, because you know, with 50 watts you can't really expect some miracles. So yeah. Anyways, back to you. Charlie Tango 1 Echo Hotel India Yankee Oscar 8 X-ray Mike Delta.
Yeah, okay, Mike, sounds great. Yeah, the X-beam, it's good antenna. You not need any heavy duty rotor, not need heavy duty tower. It's working perfectly. I have a lot of friends using. Also, friends using to kit from 40 meters. 73, my friend. Have a great evening to you. Good evening here. Yankee Oscar 8 X-ray Mike Delta, Charlie Tango 1 Echo Hotel India. Bye-bye, Mike.
Thank you very much for the contact, 73, and all the best wishes to you from Romania. Have a nice evening, and good luck and good EX, 73, bye-bye.
73, all the best, thank you, bye-bye. CT1EHI calling CQ20. Okay, Golf 8, Sierra Radio Charlie, good evening. Charlie, Tango 1 Echo Hotel India, guys. Golf 8 Sugar Radio Charlie, CT1EHI. You're 5 and 9 also. The KDH here, it's near Faro and Algarve in south of Portugal. 5 and 9 is your signal from your radio club. Germany 8 Sugar Radio Charlie, CT1EHI. Markers of it. Okay, no problem. Sounds great. Running a 9000D 1 kilowatt TH11DX NM1 mic anyway. Okay, have a great evening to you, Goody X. Appreciate you come to my CQ. Gemini 8, Sugar Radio Charlie, CT1EHI. Bye-bye.
Italy Uniform 0,
73.
Papa X-ray Oscar Portable. Italia Uniform 0, Papa X-ray Oscar Portable.
Hey, Mike Zero, Hotel Fox Radio. How are you today? 5 and 9 plus, Gary. Loud, glad, and strong. I need change to the band anyway here. Looking here, 285. Anyway, 5 and 9 plus, loud, glad, and strong. Good evening to you, Gary. Mike Zero, Hotel Fox Radio, near London. CT1EHI, near Fado, over. You 10 over 9, it's your 5 and 9, 10 over 9, it's your signal. What kind of radio are you using, Gary? Over?
Ti sei autoascoltato, poi magari aspetta un po'.
Sugar Papa 308 Radio Alpha Florida.
SP9 Maria Zygmunt Ursula.
Stefan Quebec.
SP9 Maria Zygmunt Ursula 59.
SP9 MZO 59.
SP9 Maria Zygmunt Ursula 5-9.
Trzymaj się, cześć, QRZ.
Stefan Paweł 8, Tadeusz Natalia.
Hello, secure, Sugar Papa 308 Radio Alpha Florida. Sugar Papa 308 Radio Alpha Florida, calling secure. QRZ.
Stefan Paweł 9 Maria Zygmunt Ursula.
8, Tadeusz Natalia.
SP9 MZO, jesteście z bloku.
Here in the northeast of Romania, the name here is Mike. Yourself?
Okay, thank you, Mike. My name is Romeo Oscar Bravo, and you're 5556 in the eastern part of the Netherlands, over.
QSL, I'm running 50 watts on an ICOM IC7610 with a hex beam antenna. I don't think it's beaming quite properly, you know. Let me try to beam it a bit and let's see if the signal improves, okay?
Yeah, okay, thank you very much for the information. I have here an ICOM 5300 with a Prosystal antenna and 100 watt in the antenna, over.
QSL, I just beamed it now at the azimuth of 302 degrees from here, and maybe my signal is a bit better, but I don't really know. You're running 100 watts?
Yes, I am running 100 watts, and you're very good to understand you. The audio is very good, over.
QSL, now you're peaking at 5.9 plus 10, and your modulation is excellent. One of the advantages of directional antennas, you know, that you can beam them, and maybe you get some better signal. Anyways, back to you, Rob. Papa Delta 8, Radio Bravo, Yankee Oscar 8, X-ray Mike Delta.
Okay, thank you very much, Mike. There's a lot of QRM on this side, and the antenna is not it's rotatable, but it's not so very interesting of that to do. But you are very good to hear you. Thank you very much for the contact, Mike, and I hope to speak to you again on the other band. Papa Delta 8, Radio Bravo, Yankee Oscar 8, X-ray Mike, Delta over.
QSL, thank you very much for the contact and responding to my CQ. All the best wishes to you from Romania, and hope to see you again on the band 73, and good luck.
Thank you very much, Mike, and good luck, 73.
Very beautiful, but the fact that you are on Sicily Island, you can go up north into Palermo, alright, into northeast of Palermo, and you can take a ferry which can take you to Italy, okay, into Genoa, and where from there you can go up into Italy, and then once you are in Italy you are connected with Europe. You can even go to Russia. You can even explore other places, you know. I mean, once you are connected, you are connected. You can even use the English Channel. You can go underneath the sea and cross over, alright, under the channel. There is that famous channel which you can go very fast, and you can cross into UK and France, etc., etc. So we are more familiar into traveling into Europe. We need to explore more places like New Zealand, like Australia. The new generation are exploring new ways of traveling, exploring different countries, not only Europe, because Europe is now, the fact that we travel to Europe, I think it's because the time, because it's a short distance, you know, it takes only 2.5 hours or 3 or the least 4 hours if you go to Scotland. But we need to explore more countries. Anyway, Zulu Lima 2 Bravo Echo Japan from 9 Hotel 5 Bravo Zulu. Settle 2 Bravo Echo Juliet. This is 985 Bravo Zulu. I'm so happy to hear that you have visited most parts of Europe. You should include Malta next time. Joking, but you will definitely enjoy it for sure, because Malta is a very beautiful country. Even though it's a small country, it's a small island. We have a lot of history. In fact, a lot of cruise liner ships enter into our harbor, into Valletta Grand Harbor, which is one of the famous harbors in Europe, I can assure you. Travel whenever you want. You will not find a typical harbor like we do have in Malta. You know, it's a beautiful harbor entry with the upper Baracca and the 3 cities facing when you enter with the cruise liner ship. But anyway, I don't want to take your time. It's a pleasure to hear your voice after a long time. I happened to be off duty today. Yesterday I was off also. I had some work to do in Malta, and tomorrow I have to go back to work. But anyway, that's life. That's the situation. Zulu Lima 2 Bravo Echo Japan, thank you for the call. Nice to meet you on the air. It's a pleasure to keep in touch, keep this friendship on the air. Wish you all the very best 73 to you and all your family, and I hope we meet some other time down the log. Zulu Lima 2 Bravo Echo Japan from 9 Hotel 5 Bravo Zulu. Bye-bye. Take care. God bless. My friend, take care, bye-bye.
Any more stations? QRZ on 20, looking for short path, looking for Pacific, Victor Kilo, Zulu Lima, Australia, New Zealand, Tasmania, Foxtrot Kilo, New Caledonia, 9 Hotel 5, Bravo Zulu, QRZ.
Yeah, Dione, Justin is back.
Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Foxtrot Mike, 985 BZ, come in.
Yeah, Roger. 9 Hotel 5, Bravo Zulu, Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Fox Mike. Dione, how copy now?
I copy you now, very punchy. You are more better than before, QSL.
Okay, Roger. QSL, Dione. Yeah, I did some changes in my shack. Actually, big change. So, everything was on one short table, and cables were not organized, and everything was a big mess. And I was not having a great time with that. And, you know, I've never had a very nice and clean shack. I always struggle with little bit of organization. So this time I thought I would do a good effort and I would set things up. So I got a new table made. I put everything, all the cabling, and everything is now, you know, with cable ties and clean setup. So I forgot to put the trigger wire to the amplifier, so that's why it was not triggering. But I think it's working fine now, and everything is looking very, very beautiful, and I'm enjoying my stack a lot more, DNA. So that's the update from my side. And a very long time, yes, I was out. I was in Thailand for a holiday, so came back from there 2 days back. Hope everything is fine with you, DNA. How are things at your end? Back to you.
Okay, Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Foxtrot Mike, 985 Bravo Zulu. I do copy you very well. Sometimes you get down, sometimes you go up. I mean, it's a matter of propagation, I don't know. But you are 5'9", but at times you go down to 5x6, 5x5. You're still strong in modulation, but there is some QRM. Always be vigilant with the linear amplifier. Don't ever touch it when it is on because it's fatal, you know. You know better than me. High voltage can kill, and this applies to most of the people using linear amplifiers. Even though they give you that satisfaction, it can turn up into tragedy. So you have to be very cautious, even putting up proper insulated shoes, and also be attentive when touching the cables. And the best thing I think is to switch it off, and then you repair and check. And I don't know how much power you are using, but you are coming fine. I can understand each of piece of words. You said you were in Thailand. That's interesting. Maybe you can share a picture with me. Hi, in Thailand. I have never had the opportunity to visit such places. They are most famous with the new generation of the youth generation. I have colleagues at work that like to travel to Thailand. It's cheaper to live there, and it's life. It's very peaceful. It's a tropic weather, I guess. It's hot, very hot. I heard a lot of people saying it's hot, humid. Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Foxtrot Mike, 9 Hotel 5, Bravo Zulu.
Yeah, QSL on that, Dione. Yeah, Dione, I think the propagation is up and down today. I was monitoring your conversation with the Zulu Lima station, and you were coming about 20 dB over 9 before. But now your signal again is 5.7 and 5.9 plus. So deep QSP in between, but consistently able to copy you 100%. No problem at all. So definitely the propagation is little varying today. And QSL, I will definitely share some photos. Yeah, you're right. It's mildly hot right now, but the weather gets better in the next 1 or 2 months. About in October to November is, I think, a very good time, and it's a beautiful place. Very, very nice location. I am sure Malta also has comparable, if not better places. Would definitely love to explore that side. Maybe next year I come to Europe and I will hit you up for sure when I'm in Europe. Dione, would love to have an eyeball with you. Yeah, multiple times I was thinking, there are people in groups in India who were reporting that a 9H5BZ is coming very strong. And I was in Thailand and I'm like, oh, my friend is on the air and I wish I had a radio. I could talk to you. Yeah, I mean, long time and hope everything's fine. So yeah, propagation's a bit up and down. And yeah, QSL on the amplifier part. Yeah, I know that it's big power. And I'm using about a 200 to 300 watts on this amplifier right now. And I set up a new shack, like I was telling you. New table, new cable organization, and a lot of stuff I had lying in the drawers from a long time, and now I'm getting it out and setting everything properly, good cable management, clean setup so that you can enjoy the shack better. And yeah, this amplifier, it draws about 9 to 10 amperes of current. I put an ampere meter today, which I had lying around, and I can see that this is a very power-hungry amplifier, HI, about 10 amps it's drawing from my main power supply. So that's the info from my side. I will share some photos of my Thailand trip and also of the new shack setup, how things are set up over here. I'll share some photos with you, DNA. But always a pleasure to hear you on the band with a good signal. 9H5BZ, OBU3JFM, over.
Okay, Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Foxtrot Mike, this is 985 Bravo Zulu. Okay, with 300 watts, you're doing a great job. I am using 400 watts through a homebrew transistor linear amplifier. Can I ask you a question? Is it a homebrew linear amplifier, yours?
Negative. It's I bought a second hand. This is used in marine ships. I think it is salvaged from a ship, and I bought it from another ham who is now upgraded to LD, like a solid state amplifier. This is very old, very noisy, and power hungry amplifier, but it's doing the job very well for me. It's called a Furono PA2500. QSL DNA?
P Alpha 200, correct?
Papa Alpha 2500 from the brand called Furono. QSL?
What is the name of the brand?
It's called a Furono. Foxtrot Uniform Romeo Uniform November Oscar. Furono PA2500. It's a marine amplifier usually used in oil rigs and other ships. During QSL?
Foxtrot Uniform Tango Uniform November Oscar.
Foxtrot Uniform Romeo Uniform November Oscar. Furono. Foxtrot Uniform Radio Uniform November Oscar.
QSL, I think it's an Italian company, QSL?
Yeah, that's Roger.
Okay, most probably it's used into marine ships like oil rigs, etc. But it works fine, no? It works fine. They use it into, most probably when the conditions are not perfect at sea, So it's an old linear amplifier. I like vintage. Mine is very old also. My linear amplifier, I bought it from Germany. And I bought it by, how do you say? I am very fortunate because I was in the company of my friend German guy who was at the very end of closing down the Hamfer. He said, I told him I need to look for a radio for a linear amplifier that satisfies me. And he said, buy this. It's cheaper. You can put it in the luggage. You can travel to Malta. And it gives you up to around 600 watts, It can go a bit more up, Sometimes it can resist more power, Not more than 1 kilowatt. Definitely not, but it can maintain 800 watts. And sometimes I do go a bit more up, but, the legal limit here is 400 watts.
At the moment, I'm using 400 watts through this home blue transistor linear amplifier. Victor Uniform 3 Juliet Foxtrot Mike 985BZ.
Yeah, Roger, DNA QSL. Yeah, I think it's a very rugged piece of equipment. It looks very old. I think definitely about 15 to 20. I don't know the history of this amplifier, but I got this from a local ham who's a very nice chap and trustworthy guy. So he told me there's no problem with the amp and it's doing pretty well. I think enough power for me because I'm in urban environment and any higher power other people can hear me but I cannot hear their signal. So I think this is doing pretty fine for me. The only problem I have with this amp now is that because I had it for a while, I think the fan is a little bit too noisy. So I am thinking I will buy some fans for servers for gaming computers. There are some very good fans I saw on Amazon. So I was thinking I would pick one of those silent fans and I would replace the fan. But otherwise I think it's doing a pretty fine job. It's a little bit power hungry, but I'm using it on my base station only, not portable, not mobile. So I think it's pretty fine. I don't really mind the excess power draw. And it's very rugged, sometimes, a couple of times I've forgotten to switch the band. It's got a manual band switch, but sometimes once or twice I think I forgot to switch the band and I pushed in high power into the amp, but it's pretty okay. So it's a little fault tolerant as well to my mistakes. So I kind of like it. It does a pretty fine job and getting good reports. Able to reach North America, which is the other side of the world from here. What more do you want? I think that's pretty good if your setup's doing like that. So it's pretty good. And so I've been out of the shack for I think about 15 days now, and came back from Thailand day before yesterday. But everything was a little messy, so I thought let me take this time to clean everything up and set things from scratch. And now I'm very happy how things are looking. And just a little bit cable management on the underside of the table, but trust me, DNA, this is the most beautiful my shack has looked in my whole ham radio career, Like my power supply was always dangling with wires hanging out. Today I have actually bolted it to the wall. So everything is nice and tidy and I'm really loving it. So that's what's going on my side. Back to you.
Okay, my friend. I'm so happy to have it organized. Your shack. Myself a few days ago I did organize my cables the same as you were telling, because sometimes you can easily mix up with another cable. You might think that you are on HF using an HF cable of the HF antenna, but in fact you're using a VHF or UHF antenna. And sometimes mistakes do happen with a price, because if you make a fault, that might cost a lot of money. Anyway, with regards to the linear amplifier you are using, the Papa Alpha 2500, it's from Furuno. Furuno is not an Italian company, but it's an American company. And the price of this linear amplifier is around $2,000, $575. So it's not cheap, I guess it's a big equipment, Kirsten.
Okay, Roger. I did not do the research on that, but I got it for a very, very good price, I think I got it for $400 with the power supply. So $400 with the power supply. But I think I am the third or the fourth owner. And, if it's working, what else do you want from it, DNA? QSL?
QSL. Is it a transistor linear amplifier or with tube?
It's a transistor amplifier, but very, very big. It's quite heavy and big.
QSL, I can imagine. Anyway, but the price here that I found is around $2,000, $575. and it's no longer available, so it's not in production. The company still exists. It sells marine equipment, okay, like radars, navigations, autopilot, sonars. So you can find a lot of things, but I did not find linears. So, you know, browse all products, I can have a look. I found the website, which is an American website. So they are specialized in navigation, into charts, and I can try and see whether they have selling of equipment, GPSs, a lot of GPSs. Here they are, communication, okay. So we have satellite communication, SSB and VHF radios. Oh, that's interesting. So this company sells SSB and VHF radios and marine VHF radio telephony. Okay, they are expensive, huh? They are very expensive. So, radio telephony, 9,000 to 9,250 watts. Okay, it's more onto a ship. It's more onto having it on a ship, you know, like oil tankers, etc., etc. So that's the price of radio telephony. Furuno, very famous, huh? Very famous. Anyway, Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Foxtrot Mike, 9 Henry 5, Bravo Zulu.
Yeah, Roger, DNA. I think how it works is there are some ship breaking yards in the western coast of India, I think near Gujarat, and they take the ship as is and then, you know, sell everything, salvage all the parts and then sell it to different industries for whatever they want. So I don't think they know that, you know, ham radio market is very, what do you say, accustomed to and very good market for linear amplifiers. So the price is okay. It's not, I think, they don't charge much, but since it's a pretty rugged build, you know, this one, it looks pretty beat up, but it's, you know, it's functioning quite well. So I think that's how the system works over here. They salvage the whole ship from the ship breaking yard, and then they take out different pieces and sell it to different industries. And we have few hams in the western part of India at the west coast, and I think they always keep an eye out for these marine amplifiers. So lucky to have this at a good price, and it's working fine for me. And yeah, anyways, nice to hear you, Dione, on the band. And over here it's a bit hot. Now the rains have kind of stopped. You know, it was raining quite a lot of flooding in the Himalayan region as well. Even in the plains. I'm in the state of Punjab, which is in the foothills of Himalayas. So over here as well, so all the rivers from the Himalayas, they come down, and there are 5 rivers, 5 big rivers which go through my state, my county. So lots of flooding in the past, I think past month, 2 weeks back it was quite bad, but now the rains kind of stopped, but still pretty humid. I think it's about 27.5 degrees Charlie, but the humidity is still 95%. And in about 10 to 15 days, I'm thinking it's going to be pleasant weather. You know, we're going to start heading towards the winter, and I am going paragliding. So I am paragliding pilot. I do solo paragliding. So I'm going to go to Himalayas and have a good time flying in the hills, Dione. So maybe if I take my radio along, I will meet you portable from there. Otherwise, after my paragliding, or maybe I leave in 10 days. In October 1st week, I go to Himalayas for paragliding, and if I take my radio along, I will let you know in the next couple of days, and then maybe we can connect portable from there, Dione. But anyways, what a pleasure to have a QSO with you today. 9H5BZ, Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Fox Mike, over.
Okay, Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Foxtrot Mike, 9H5BZ. Okay, it's interesting that you go paragliding, always be vigilant, always take all the safety measures. And how far is from your town? I can hear someone breaking in, maybe it's a VK station, a Maltese VK station. So, one second, you can stay with me on the air. Let me see if there is my friend from Maltese, Australian. The 9H5BZ, QRZ listening? Victor Kilo Station, come in. QRZ, the VK station, come in. Okay, there is a lot of noise, Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Foxtrot Mike. I thought that I heard my friend from VK. Never mind. Okay, my friend. When you say you're going to Himalayas, alright, how far away from your town?
Yeah, Roger. By the way, you're back to 20 dB. You're back to 20/9, so conditions better. The paragliding site from my house is exactly 200 kilometers. 200 kilometers from my place, north from here. So if I go north 200 kilometers, hit a place called Dharamshala, which is very well known for paragliding. QSL?
QSL. So you have to travel. You take it by car. What do? You drive it?
Yeah, Roger. Mostly I take my pickup. I load it up with some gear, and I have a holiday home over here on lease. Have a holiday home in that flying site in Dharamshala. So usually just take my glider, and there are two seasons. So one is the October-November, which is the autumn, and then there is the March and April. So two seasons of flying. So usually I spend about 15 to 20 days over there in the hills in my holiday home, Dione.
Okay, understood. So you have a holiday home near the Himalayas. So when you say very close to the mountain, correct me if I'm wrong?
Yeah, QSL. So it's it's in the valley. The holiday home is down in the valley where you have a big field. So a lot of space to land over there in the valley, and then for takeoff we take a taxi and we go climb up the mountain, and we take off from the top of the mountain. And it's a pretty famous site, so it's well developed. The takeoff is pretty nice, and they've got like a good grass patch on top, which is maintained by the government, because there is a lot of tourism activity in that area, a lot of tourism paragliding as well, and many pilots from Europe, from North America also come during the season time. So it's quite a nice place to go flying, and you can fly very long cross country. You can fly easily about, in season time, you can do about 100-150 kilometers very easy, no problem. So I do about 3 to 4 hours of flying together, covering about 100-150 kilometers. Very beautiful, and you can climb quite high or above the Himalayan mountains, and a very beautiful sight. So it's quite a spectacular place to be at during the season time. I will share some videos with you so you get a context of what I'm talking about. QSL?
QSL, I'm trying to understand, alright? So you are mentioning the Himalayas. I guess it's a very tall mountain, and you have to be very cautious about the pressure. I guess it's not at the top of the mountain, it's beneath the mountain, correct?
The landing is in the valley. So these are this location, it's called Lesser Himalayas. So there is three ranges of Himalayas. So this is at the starting. So from the plains when you start, this is like the first batch of hills that you hit, and then behind them is the bigger mountain, which are about 4,000, 5,000 meters high, very very high mountains. So this place, it is very beginner friendly to start, and you can fly at about 2,500, 2,300 meters, and there is ample amount of landing space once you exit from the hill. It's basically like flat agriculture fields in front of the hill. So it is very easy, in case you lose height or something, you can come and you can land in the field in front. But once you gain more experience, then you can know how to manage your altitude. You can do thermaling and you can gain more height. That is when you start flying to the bigger peaks in the back. So you go more back, you gain some altitude. You know how you see these eagles and these kites? You see them circling in the air. So basically what they are doing is they are circling in the packet of rising air, and that's how they gain height. So you can, that's called thermaling basically. So you can use this hot air which is rising up to gain altitude, and you can climb really high, and you can then, once you have some altitude, then you can go to these bigger mountains which are slightly at the back. So it's very, I would say, beginner friendly, but once you gain some experience, you can kind of fly the higher peaks and go into the deeper valleys. But it's like I've been doing this for about 6 years now, so it took me about 3 to 4 years to fly the easy small hills, and then slowly when you get experience, you get confidence, then you can climb more altitude, and then you can go to the bigger peaks. So that's how it works. You and yourself?
Okay, QSL, very interesting information. Thank you for your patience to explain all the information regarding paragliding. I do have some basic information, some knowledge about microlights, because I myself used to study to obtain the National Private Pilot License, to obtain microlight license, but I don't know what happened. Maybe it's because of COVID times I had to stop, so I have ruined my ability to continue learning. But if I wanted to go microlight, I can give a call, phone away, and I can pay. But I do have some skills in takeoff and landing, and I understood what you were saying. All right, the most important thing is you need to have the lift, and it's important. Do you have? I guess you can use a radio communication while you are flying.
Yeah, Roger, QSL, and that's actually a very fun part. You go flying and you take friends along. Everybody's carrying a VHF 5-watt handy, and you can go together and you can fly in a group. So it's a lot of fun to be connected while you're flying. And also I try to make QSO with my ham radio friends. Some DX VHF sometimes. Last season I think I made a DX on a VHF DX contact, which was about 150 kilometers through my 5-watt handy. So I climbed to about I think 4,000 meter altitude, and then I asked my friend who is who's a local here, where I am transmitting from now. So he was operating from here on a base station with 50 watts, and I was in the air using only 5 watts, and we were able to make a contact. So that works too. It's quite a lot of fun, and all the pilots, it's a norm to carry a Garmin satellite tracker and also a VHF handy for safety, because if you're flying in the front ridges, in the small hills, it's okay. There is a lot of villages and people keep a watch on you. But the moment you start flying high altitude and bigger mountains, it's absolutely no man's land. So very, very essential to have great communication at all times. So we have a tracker and our location is updated on the internet every minute. So in case of rescue, that is extremely important. And we've seen a lot of times VHF radio is very crucial, you know. The first line of, the first respondent, the locals, you can reach them on the emergency frequency. And there's the local community, they've done a good job of setting up a control center which monitors the emergency frequency. So yeah, QSL, but I have this ambition of trying HF from the air also. But still, I think I am very new to the hobby. It needs some portable experience to try that. But maybe in the future, you know, not try everything at once. So that is one of my big ambitions, to try maybe like an end-fed antenna and a small portable radio about 40-50 watts, and try to transmit from the air on HF. That would be really nice. That's my something on my list here, QSL.
QSL, another question. When you are paragliding, you are sitting position or you are hanging with your feet at the back and your chest with your head looking forward? I mean, like windsurfing type, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Roger. You're sitting, it's a harness, very comfortable. It's like a recliner, like a sofa. You're sitting in a sofa and you have a flight deck in front. So there's like a deck with a Velcro, so you can stick all your instruments, your flight computer, your mobile phone, your radio can all stick on the flight deck, and it's a very comfortable chair, like sort of a harness. So in paragliding we're sitting in, hang gliding you're hanging down, but this one is like a chair, QSL.
QSL, yeah, understood now, understood. And the propeller is at the back, correct?
Oh, in paragliding, no propeller. Only your glider and the harness. No propeller needed in paragliding, because you have thermic air. You have hot rising air from these mountains. So you can just ride that rising air and you can gain altitude. So no propeller, no engine. It's truly like flying like a bird, DNA.
Yeah, understood. The propeller is more into motor paragliding. That's, you need another license for it, you know, because you have to use VOA, yeah? QSL?
Yeah, Roger. That's called paramotor. So it's called paramotoring, and I do that too, but that is in the plane. That is in home QTH, because over here we have a lot of flat land, a lot of open field, and over here I do paramotor with the propeller at the back and the same glider. But in the hills, you don't need the paramotor. You can just go on top of the hill, launch from there, and then you can use the natural rising air. You know how cloud is formed, the air which is in touch with the ground. When the sun heats up the ground, the air in touch with the ground heats up, and that hot air starts rising up, and it rises up to a point where it cools and it forms a cloud. So this rising air is exactly what we use to gain height. So in the mountains, the mountain kind of makes this effect more prominent. So you can just ride the spine of the mountain, and it will give you a lot of height. So no need of propeller, no need of paramotor at the back. Just your paraglider and the harness. You take off from the hill, you find some rising air, you do circles in the rising air, and it will take you all the way to the cloud. So it's really beautiful actually, because there is no noise, it's extremely calm and very, very serene, DNA. Okay, QSL?
QSL. So, paragliding. Okay. We do have a point here in Malta. I sometimes see it at the north part of the island. We don't have the same altitude of mountains, you know. But I do see some people with paragliding in a place named Melliha. It's paragliding nowadays is a competitive adventure sport, I'm saying. Flying paragliders. Lightweight, free-flying, foot-launch glider aircraft with no rigid pilot structure. The pilot sits in a harness or in a cocoon-like pod suspended below a fabric wing. Wing shape is maintained by the subsession lines. Okay. In 1966, Canadian Domina Jalbert was granted a patent for a multi-cell wing type aerial device. Okay, I'm seeing on the internet now just to have a clue about paragliding. Okay. And for you it's relaxing, you know. So the most, you can go up to 9,800 feet. Which was the most height you can go up?
Yeah, Roger. So I know in meters, the maximum I have climbed is 5,300. So how much is that? I think about 15,000. 15,000 feet is the maximum I have climbed. That was last season, but it's very, very cold. Very cold. You cannot stay for long at that altitude. So maybe for 5 to 10 minutes. But yeah, you can. I know pilots who climb to 6,000 meter also. But my highest altitude is 5,300 meter, which should be about 15 to 16,000 feet. Theater?
Oh, that's a lot. Mamma mia. Because I'm saying that 3,000 meters is equivalent to 9,800 feet. Okay? 3,000 meters is equivalent to 9,800 feet. The maximum that I have went up, if I'm not mistaken, I went up to 3,000 feet with the microlight plane. Or 4,000 feet, let's say it. 4,000 feet. Mamma mia, you will be much high up. You have to be very cautious, as you said, the temperatures go down. And oxygen is a big problem, you know, QSL?
Yeah, Roger, QSL. Hypothermia is common, but usually you feel it quite, you know, you can feel it because there is no cockpit and you're literally, you know, like out in the air. So you can feel it coming and you can know when it's the time to head back to landing. So I'm just sending you a video on WhatsApp. This is the video from the high altitude flight I did. So you can see all snow-covered peaks. So it's pretty nice. And that video should give you a good context of how things look from up there, DNA. Anyways, yeah, so QSL that you have some experience on microlight. Yeah, I've been trying to get into microlight as well, but the regulation for aircraft in India is very, very tough, you know, lot of regulation for big airplanes. Thankfully for paragliding, not much regulation right now, so I'm happy to enjoy this hobby, but I am thinking in the next couple of years even paragliding will be regulated. But for microlight, it's very difficult, you know. I actually wanted to start with microlight, but because of all the regulation and the licensing, I had to look for alternative, and then I found paragliding, and I actually like it more because it's more like a sport. You know, there is a lot of, it is physically demanding but extremely rewarding. So it's more like a sport. So I kind of fell in love with it more. But yeah, I'm also thinking of maybe getting into microlight. But a lot of regulation, a lot of money here to get into that. So maybe in the future course, I look at that, you know. So that's how things are. Back to you.
QSL, while you were talking, I was watching the video. Mamma mia. It is a bit scaring. I mean, you like heights, you know. If my wife happens to be at the top altitude, she will die there for sure. Because you were on top of the mountains. I was thinking of going beneath. You are extremely on top of the mountain, mamma mia. And I don't know how you can manage to get it down. How do you localize your landing point? I mean, imagine if the wind gets more, I mean, I'm totally different because it's all manual, you know, there is no motor activity. Not like a plane, you know what I mean? How do you manage to get down back onto the earth, Joseph?
Well, I would say a lot of practice and flying the same location multiple times. So, you know, if you go to the same town in a different country many times, after a while you start recognizing patterns. So it's incremental actually. You know, this what you see is the pinnacle of my whole paragliding career. It's one of the best flights I had. This one that I showed you is after 5 to 6 years of very rigorous practice. You know, I have about 400 hours. 400 to 500 hours, 400 hours on paragliding and another 200 hours on paramotor. So lots of flying, and when you do it very often and too many times, you start seeing patterns, and then it becomes like a mental map of where you're going. So every peak you cross, you know, you don't do it like one day you go and you suddenly go to this no man's land. Every day you go one peak and then you come back. The next day you go 2 peaks, you come back. The next day you do 3 peaks and you come back. So slowly you progress, and every time you keep doing, you go up and down. You kind of make a mental map of the terrain. And also on top of that, we have navigation. So we have a very good app that you know, help you navigate, and then we pair the mobile phone with an external GPS and an external device basically, which has a very sensitive barometer and another GPS. So that acts as a very good antenna, and it's external to your phone. And then you also have navigation where you can practically just click a button and ask it to return to home, and it will show you the way home. But usually that is all like backup technology, you know. How we are trained is that first you should know by your brain, by your own navigation skill, how to go back, and technology is only there to help you to reconcile if you're making the right decision. So it's a lot of practice and a lot of doing the same thing for the multiple times, and that's when you get to you know, enjoy these beautiful peaks. But I'm guessing from the views you can tell it's pretty magnificent, you know. Like the first time I saw so many ice-covered peaks, I was astonished myself. So it's extremely rewarding, all the hard work you put. So I'm training now. I'm in training mode. Every day morning, going to the gym and doing a lot of cardio and you know, making sure I am healthy and I am fit to go for my flying session. So a lot of motivation, a lot of hard work, but it's extremely rewarding, you know. Once you're up there and you have everything as expected, it's like a very beautiful feeling. I would say my best memories would be one of these things in life, skiing. So extremely rewarding. Yourself?
Okay, QSL, thank you for the info. Very interesting subject as a sports hobby. Obviously, it's a dangerous hobby. Well, but obviously, you will tell me that you are more safe after into the game. But anyway, Victor Uniform 3 Juliet Foxtrot Mike. If you want to stay as long as you want here on the air. I will try some more stations. Maybe I can work some Middle East or VKs. It's up to you. If you are going to stay here, you can stay as long as you want, you know, but if you want to go, it's up to you, QSL.
Yeah, Roger, Dione. I think I will probably hit the bed now. Quite late over here. It's about 2 in the morning, 2:15 in the morning. So I think it's better to go to bed now. I had some morning duty at work to finish. So meanwhile, I thought maybe just check the radio because I haven't switched it on. After the new shack setup, you're the first QSO. So I just wanted to check with my friend if you're able to hear me all right. So I think time to go to bed, but really appreciate the nice long QSO and looking forward to have an eyeball with you sometime, Q&A. Anyways, 73, thanks for the good QSO and hope to see you on the air again. 9H5BZ, Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Fox Mike. 73 is DNA. Pleasure talking to you as always, and my regards to you and your family. Bye-bye.
Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Foxtrot Mike, 985 Bravo Zulu. Thanks for this wonderful QSO. It was a very detailed, informative QSO. That is how I like the QSOs to be. Talking to people, learning, sharing, and obviously this is one of our biggest hobbies into communication that we can achieve together. Anyway, it's time to bed for you. It's too late, 2 a.m. in the morning. So anyway, better prepare yourself to go to bed. I will stay a bit more longer, but I also will soon go to bed also. Anyway, in the meantime, I wish you all the very best 73 to you and all your family, and I hope we meet some other time down the lock. Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Foxtrot Mike, 985 Bravo Zulu. Bye-bye, take care.
Okay, Dione, 73s and good night, and hope to catch you again. Bye-bye.
73. Any more stations? QRZ on 20. Looking for short path, looking for Pacific. Victor Kilo, Zulu Lima, Australia, New Zealand, Tasmania, New Caledonia, Foxtrot Kilo, 985 BZ, QRZ. Hello, CQDX, calling, CQ David X-ray, looking into short path, looking into Pacific. Victor Kilo, Zulu Lima, 9, Hotel 5, Bravo Zulu, QRZ. Hello, CQDX, calling, CQ David X-ray, looking for short path, looking for Pacific. Victor Kilo, Zulu Lima, 9, Hotel 5, BZ, QRZ.
Evidently conditions not too good between you and the United States right now, but I hear you, boss. What kind of Zulu are you using? I missed, maybe you say so, but maybe I missed. Now, I'm on the radio for close to 40 years, in that location 37 years, and I operate usually for many years with a cubical quad antenna, and I didn't complain because cubical quad antenna is a complicated antenna for Canadian winter. Thank you.
You are 5 and 9 as well. I'm using the Kenwood Tango Sierra 140 Sierra, output 100 watts. The antenna inverted V, QSL. Bye-bye.
CTV.
It's a much simpler software.
And it has its
Bonuses and
disadvantages, I'm sure, but
Yeah, 9 Alpha to Echo Uniform,
5 Tom.
Repeater 5 Alpha. 8 Alpha, 5 Alpha.
Golf 0 Kilo Echo Yankee.
Golf 0 Kilo Echo Yankee 5 and 9.
Golf 0 Kilo Echo Yankee 5 and 7 57. Thanks for the new one.
Okay, thank you. Repeater 5 Alpha.
If you don't mind me saying, because it sounds like you're doing all right.
Hello, we must have got QSOs when you were working at the university. Looking back, Graham, over.
Yeah, that's correct. Nice to meet you. It's first time.
To review and
A shame.
Colin, did you say Colin's not on frequency? Because literally, he might be outside my house if he's moving around.
Golf 0 Zulu X-ray. Negative QRZ Golf Bravo 317 Radio Alpha Florida.
Stefan Paweł 9, Adam Roman Wanda.
SP9 Adam Roman Wanda 59.
O, dziękuję, 5-9 również pozdrawiam.
QRZ Golf Bravo 317 Radio Alpha Fox.
Oscar November 3 Romeo Uniform Mike.
Okay, Sugar Peter 4 Victor India Tango 59.
Piątka, 9 Marcinie, dziękuję, dobrej nocy.
Dzięki, dobranoc. QRZ.
Oscar November 3 Radio Uniform Mike.
Thank you. Do you know what? I bought this mic and nobody ever said anything about my audio. Then I listened to myself through an SDR one day, and it was so bassy. Oh god, I don't know what the menu's like on your radio, but the menu on this 9918 is just way too complicated. So I took a chance and had a fiddle with it, but I must have hit the right settings somewhere, Roger.
Yeah, QSL Mark. Well, I think the best way to do it is if you can find a decent, if you can find a good sounding, decent close SDR that you can monitor your audio through. And just work it through there. I think that's more of a good way to be able to do it, Mark. The internet is a wonderful thing, Mark. It certainly gives you assistance in that department. So yeah, no problem at all. But you're doing good, and your audio is sounding fine now. No problem. But yeah, the audio, the menus on these DX10s and the 710s and the 101s, they can be a bit clunky. I say clunky. I like the word clunky. I think that sort of fits it nicely because there's so many options for you to choose from. That it does get a bit complicated, but once you get your head around it and once you work it out, it seems to work okay. So yeah, I'm impressed with the DX10. It is a good radio, and the menu system is fairly simple and fairly easy to get your head around that. But I can imagine people who are a little bit older can find it a little bit challenging. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's progression. We have to move on. So, there we go. Okay, M7 Yankee, Zulu Yankee, and 0 MDN. Back to you, Mark, over.
Yeah,
Yeah, Roger. Oh, God, I've reset the Vox setting on this mic, and I've set it too low. I'm going to have to use the keyboard a bit. It's like anything, isn't it? You know, it takes a little bit of time to set it up, and there's always three elements to your audio: your voice, the mic, and the radio. But I think I've got it there with this one. I mean, it's not an expensive desk mic, but it certainly made a difference over the fist mic, Roger.
Yeah, QSL. Well, I was running the M90. I was running the A2 M90, but I have issues where locally, as far as in my house. My shack is in my living room is open plan, and my shack is in the just around the corner. My family call me Harry Potter. I'm in the cupboard under the stairs, basically. So I've ended up having to get a headset. So I thought, well, what can I do to make it the best that I can? So I ended up looking at Heil headsets, and here we are. I'm on the Pro 7, and it's an absolutely wonderful headset. I'm getting some really good reports from the audio of this microphone. So happy days there, Mark. But yeah, it definitely cuts out the local QRM as far as the TV and the kids running about in the background there are concerned. There, Mark. Back to you.
Yeah, well, thankfully I don't have that issue. I live in my motorhome, Roger, and there's just me, the sheep, and the fallow deer to contend with more often than not. So I can scream and shout all I want down the mic, and it doesn't make a difference. But that headset does sound really good. It's got a really nice top end on it, and it really cuts through any noise, Roger.
Well, QSL there. Well, that's what I want, to be honest with you. I've had a couple of local stations to me help me set up the audio, so hopefully they've pointed me in the right direction and not done it they've done it in a good way and not a bad way. So hopefully they are good friends. So there we go. Okay, Mark, I'm going to let you go because I'm starting to lose you as QSB all of a sudden. There, you dropped down to about an S3. You was an S9, but you're down to an S3 now with QSB. So thanks for the QSO, and I'll pass it back to you for a final. Mark, back to you. M7 now, Yankee Zulu Yankee, Mike Zero, Mike Delta November, over.
You take care, 73 mate, and a pleasure to make the contact with you. Have a good weekend coming up. Bye.
Yeah, no problem, Mark. Yeah, I've got you in QRZ and I've locked you in there, so take care, mate, and have a good weekend. All the best to you and your family. M7YZY, M0 MDN. 7-3,
7-3.
This is M0 MDN, Mike 0, Mike Delta November. Listen for any more calls.
Позитивизей контент.
Можно не смотреть на него, пока настраиваешь антенну.
Okay, 59, 73.
From WA1G, obrigado pelo seus comentários, Antonio, originalmente da Nova Inglaterra, perto de Boston, Massachusetts, mas me mudei para a Flórida no ano 1999.
Sierra Mike 4, Mike India, 5 and 9.
Roger, good evening, you're 5 and 9 plus, thank you.
Thank you, good luck at 73, Italy, Quebec 8, Canada, Sierra, Howard, QRZ.
Okay, very good. Beautiful copy from the Falkland Islands operating mobile. Wonderful. I'm just in the process of turning the antenna to you. Victor Papa 8 Alpha Whiskey Uniform Mobile from IU3 Quebec, Mike Kilo. Very good evening to you from Italy. My name is Mike and my QTHUV of Venice. Between Venice and Trieste in the Veneto province. I'll give you a report on the antenna that's settled on your position. VPA Alpha Whiskey Uniform Mobile from IU3 Quebec, Mike Kilo.
November India. great, Channel 9.
A little part of your signal because you drop a little. The noise level it's about 5 and 5, but
What's the take? 21 days. And I'm trying to get a time of when the vessel, we've had this solo for a couple of weeks. So it does indicate that they left from Bristol, say, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So that would be now 3, 4, or 5 weeks ago. The vessel is a 32-foot white fluke rig with California registration, blue Dodgers, blue stripes on the hull, and the vessel left with adequate food and provisions. And there is some information to indicate that the captain may be meeting another vessel in Hawaii for a trip to Australia. If anyone has additional information concerning the sailing vessel Alchemy or Captain Marvin German or his contact in Hawaii, please contact Rescue Coordination Center, Alameda, Joint Rescue Coordination Center, Honolulu, or your nearest Coast Guard. And the Rescue Coordination Center, Alameda, that is, in fact, the Coast Guard in Alameda, and the Joint Rescue Coordination Center, Honolulu, is the Honolulu Coast Guard. Please keep a sharp lookout if it's possible, and report any sightings to Coast Guard or authorities, reading that control station on 14.300. Do we have any station on frequency that has any information regarding any of the 3 missing and overdue vessels? If so, please call now. Over.
Number 5. Radio
Echo, I believe it is. I've talked to you before. How you doing?
Yeah, it's Greg in New Jersey, QSL.
Roger. Thank you for 58. I'm going to see where you're at because I'm really beaming towards Africa. So I'm about 40 degrees off your bearing. So let me swing the house around and give you a better idea of what you sound like here. Stand by 1 second.
I'm